Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Yesterday from Atmosphere. This was suggested by my boy Snidey. We've worked on a couple tracks together over the years, so you might recognize the name. And you should go check out our music, No Shoes Gang Cypher Volume 3 being the most recent. But I'm very excited to check this out. I am a big fan of Atmosphere, but unfortunately, I haven't listened to too much of his stuff. So if you guys got any other suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Atmosphere has got to say. Let's see what Yesterday is all about. Let's get it. Ah.
I thought I saw you yesterday, but I didn't stop, cause you was walking the opposite way. I guess I could've shouted out your name, but even if it was you, I don't know what I would say. We could sit around.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. I love this piano, man. So nice, so bright. Got a little bounce to it. Got some clean drums coming in underneath. Atmosphere or y'all have to forgive me. Slug, I believe, is the MC of the duo. Um He's coming in a little bit quiet. I think it more so has to do with the piano and his vocal frequencies overlapping rather than him actually being like quiet on an absolute scale. But nice start to the bars. We've all had that moment, see somebody, we think we recognize them. You're like, I think this is so and so. I could call out to him, but what are you even going to say? Let's get it.
Wait, I guess I could've shouted out your name, but even if it was you, I don't know what I would say. We could sit and reminisce about the old school, maybe share a cigarette because we both fools. Chop it up and compare perspectives. Life, love, stress and setbacks. Yeah, so you could tell me how hard you had it, and you can show me all the scars to back it. And we can analyze each complaint, break it down and explain these mistakes I make. I like to tangle up the strings of the puppetry, but you knew me back when.
Excuse me, guys. As you know, last week I was falling to pieces with allergies. So, excuse me. Sorry, I'm coughing all over this track. But, love the vibe of this, man. Talking about catching up with someone, all the different things you go over, the good, especially talking about the bad, the struggles, the things that you went through in the meantime since you saw them last. Love the feeling.
I like to tangle up the strings of the puppetry, but you knew me back when I was a younger me. You've seen Sean in all types of light, and I've been meaning to ask you if I'm doing alright. Yesterday, was that you? Look just.
It is cool getting to talk to someone you haven't seen in years who knew you at a different phase in life and getting to see their thoughts on where things have gone since then. It's always interesting getting their perspective, especially from like people you were really close with at a different time.
Meaning to ask you if I'm doing alright. Yesterday, was that you? Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? Yesterday, was that you? Look just like you.
Facts, man. Those people that you just haven't seen in years, you just wish you could, whatever it might be. Maybe because you lost touch, just mutual. Maybe because somebody dropped off the face of the earth and refuses to come back. I know I got some friends I've tried to hit up over the years, and it's just like, damn, man, like I thought we was closer than that. You really ain't gonna hit me back on that? What's this all about? And then it's like, what if you saw him in person? What would you even say as he started the track out with?
On what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? Yesterday, was that you? Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? I'm shook, I know, I pushed when I should've pulled. Took it all back if I could, I put that on my soul. And I would make it top notch good.
That's a great point. Pushed when you should have pulled, man. It's always weird when you get close with somebody and then that push just comes in. It's like, why is this gap widening? Why are we separating like this, man? And nobody ever want to give you a straight answer. It's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of this, it's because of that, whatever, whatever. Always dancing around it.
Good, I put that on my soul, and I would make a top-notch good listener if you could block off a little time out to give it here. Since we went.
Hold up. I thought I went backwards, but it feels like I jumped forwards. 1 second, y'all.
Good, I put that on my soul, and I would make a top-notch good listener if you could block off a little time out to give it here. Since we went our separate paths, I've hit a couple of snags that remind me of the past. I can't front, I'm having a blast, but damned if I ain't afraid of how long it's gonna last. Sitting here wishing we could kick it. Give me your opinions, I do miss the criticisms. I didn't mean to be distant, make a visit. I wait up and keep the coffee brewing in the kitchen. But who am I?
Clean rhymes, by the way. Wonderful flow. A lot of energy to this. It's just slow enough where you can really follow along with everything he's saying and digest it. The instrumental really just providing that loop and the structure underneath. It does really well considering that we haven't gotten any type of hook throughout this track. So having that repetition in the instrumental really balances out all the new information we're getting throughout the length of this verse. And again, just a very poignant track about old friends, about old times, reminiscing, wishing y'all could maybe go back or at least maybe get together more often now, but also enjoying the present and loving where you are. But then that question of how long is it going to last? That's that's great, man. I mean, there's so many ways to look at that. Just like the external circumstances in your life, how long are they going to last? How long is your life going to last on an absolute scale? Nobody knows when their time is. A lot of questions. Beautiful.
Criticisms. I didn't mean to be distant, make a visit. I wait up and keep the coffee brewing in the kitchen. But who am I joking with? There's no way that you and I will ever get to reopen it. It doesn't matter, this is more than love. And maybe if I'm lucky, get to see you out the corner of yesterday. Was that you? Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss yesterday? Was that you? Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? And when you left, I didn't see.
So I think we got this hook repeated earlier in the track, and it was so innocuous and so smoothly integrated into the verse. I didn't even notice it, but great sound to it. Great quality, man. Maybe this was part of the intro of the track. I can't remember exactly, but although I was just saying we don't really need the hook because of the way the instrumental is designed, definitely adds there, man. Gives you something catchy, gives you something that you could easily sing along with or rap along with. Um, great work on this track. Very, very well balanced.
You look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect on what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you? And when you left, I didn't see it coming. I guess I slept, it ain't like you was running. You crept out the front door slow, and I was so self-absorbed I didn't even know. And by the time I looked up,
man, there's something special when that piano starts to hit a little bit of a lower register and that thickness in the tone really comes through. It almost feels like it's hitting like the bottom of my ear instead of the top. Just really, really wonderfully done. And then the bass line is interesting because it's almost not there. It lines up with the kicks almost perfectly, which makes sense. That's the way a lot of people do it every so often. And then it's just gone. It's barely there at all. It barely does anything, but it does come in here and there. And it's a welcome addition. Honestly, I kind of wish there was a little bit more of it, but it's working. Let's keep it rolling.
Slow, and I was so self-absorbed I didn't even know. And by the time I looked up, it was booked up. Put it all behind you, the bad and the good stuff. A whole house full of dreams and steps. I think you'd be impressed with the pieces I kept. You disappeared, but the history is still here. That's why I try not to cry over spilled beer. I can't even get mad that you're gone. Leaving me was probably the best thing you ever taught me. I'm I'm sorry, it's a
That is something. You learn a lot from the people that are no longer in your life. That's a fact right there, man. I've learned a lot that way myself, just having that time to kind of absorb and process things that happen and realizing what really, what was at least going on inside of your head. God knows what the hell happens inside of other people's heads. Like, hard enough to figure myself out half the time.
be the best thing you ever taught me. I'm sorry, it's official. I was a fistful, I didn't keep it simple. Chip on the shoulder, anger in my veins has so much hatred. Now it brings me shame. Never thought about the world without you. And I promise that I'll never say another bad word about you. I thought I saw you yesterday, but I know it wasn't you, cause you passed away, Dad.
Oh, man. And then that twist at the end. But I know it wasn't you because you passed away, Dad. Wow. That's one of the hardest things, man. That's one of the hardest things right now. That's the death, the passing of people, the loss of friends, family, you know, even if it's not that permanent in a worldly sense at least. That's actually a lot of what fueled the EP I've been working on. Dabda is coming very soon. I got to finish the last track of it and then I'll be recording, so keep your eyes peeled, but just wonderfully done track here, man. I'm a big fan of atmosphere. I love the kind of playful way he is able to dissect some of these very difficult things we've dealt with in life. He has that one song about, a friend becoming, part of the problem that he was trying to avoid, or and he turns into a wolf and he's running through the snow, and just so many different things. Just beautifully, beautifully done.
Look just like you. Strange things my imagination might do. Take a breath, reflect.
And then that really changes the meaning with it being dad of look just like you, because it goes from being the person on the street to him. I think that is the person that looks just like him. We also heard a little bit earlier, just before we got here, chip off the old block and a couple references like that. So there's even a little bit of nice foreshadowing going on in here, kind of hinting before we finally get there that this person isn't just someone in some random person, some random friend. Works really well.
On what we've been through. Or am I just going crazy cause I miss you?
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, that is gorgeous. Wonderful track. That was Yesterday from Atmosphere. Thank you again to Snidey for the suggestion. I truly do appreciate it, my man. If y'all got anything else you want to let me know about, leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos like this. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.